Okay, hello. So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know, it's just one of those nights that I'm just having trouble sleeping. Anyway, I've just made myself a cup of tea. All right. So I'll just do a video while I'm up. And this video is about the recent comments that Pauline Hanson made. Okay, now, 30 years ago, she said she doesn't agree with the Mardi Gras. Okay, and now, 30 years later, she confirms that years later, she still doesn't agree or like the Mardi Gras. Okay, which, for those that don't know, that's an LGBT, forget the rest of the blah blah letters, celebration in Sydney at the end of February every year. Okay, the Gay and Lesbian Festival in Sydney. Okay. Okay, now, is there anything wrong with what she said? Okay. Me personally, I don't like the Mardi Gras or Pride parades. Okay, because I think that these things are not necessary. It's not really part of being human. Okay, whether you are gay or straight, like Pauline says, that's something that you can leave behind closed doors. That truly makes sense, doesn't it? What the hell is this going out there shouting out, I'm queer, I'm proud, I'm out and proud, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's quite silly when you come to think of it. Like, why would you? That is like so dumb. And to think that Pride is only in June, as they have it. I'm scrolling through Facebook, and at the moment in England and in certain parts of America, people are wishing each other happy Pride. But I'm thinking to myself, that was in June, wasn't it? And it's now August, and even last month in July, you see these happy Pride, and whatever. It's just ridiculous. That is something that we just don't need. I don't believe in it. The LGBT flag, and then the trans flag, and then of course they've got flags for every single genders there are now. It's just ridiculous. And that's what Pauline is pointing out. She doesn't hate gays. She just dislikes, like a lot of us do, all the drama related to it. And I tell you something, the LGBT alphabet, whatever communities, you're not doing much for your cause when you behave so aggressively to people that don't want to swing towards your ideology. I tell you something, I write something down on Facebook when there's an LGBT page that comes up or something, I will express my personal opinion and say, I disagree with this. All of a sudden, people from that community will start and write the most horrendous things and death threats. They even go into my inbox on Messenger and leave death threats. Okay, that's how so mentally ill these people are. What you cannot accept, they cannot accept when I say, I don't agree with the Mardi Gras, I don't agree with Pride, I'd never want to go to these parades. I think they're disgusting and immoral, and it just shows a parade of sexual deviance, basically. That's what I can see whenever I see pictures of these parades, basically. You know, abnormal people, basically. And at the end of the day, that's not what being gay or lesbian is actually all about. You come across gays and lesbians in your daily life, you don't even know that a lot of them are. Okay? Why would you put on like a rainbow tutu or wrap yourselves in a rainbow and trans flag and carry on and on and on? That's just nutty. That's just being nutty as fruitcake. Okay? That's not good. Okay? And so clearly, sending people death threats and abusing them online because they don't want to swing your way. And then they carry on if you disagree with whatever photo or post they put up. Oh, you're a closet case. We know that you're a closet case. We know you're searching for these pages and looking for them. What does your wife... Then they start presuming things. What does your wife think? Imagine if your kids found out, blah, blah, blah. Don't have a wife, don't have kids. Okay, yeah, that's when they start to get into presuming my life. There or there, making out a plan of my past life that was like totally not me. But they're adamant that that's all true and everything, and they're going to attack me using that. You're a closet case, you're a closet case. Why did you come out? Why did you blah, blah, whatever? That world of Mardi Gras, Pride, dress-ups and everything just does not interest me. It does not interest me. Okay? At the end of next month, and God, this has come so quickly, okay? At the end of next month, I turn 50, yeah, 53. I have to think of how old I am these days. It's like coming into that where you forget after 50 how old you are. So yeah, I'll be 53, okay? And the rainbow, pride, trans and everything, I'm not in alliance with them. I don't really care about them. I don't like all this rubbish. If someone is gay, they're gay. Fair enough. If a woman's a lesbian, they're a lesbian. Since the beginning of time, humans seek comfort in a same-sex relationship. But for heaven's sake, all this sticking your tongue down another guy's throat, taking the pictures and posting them up on Facebook and whatnot. And then, of course, women doing the same thing as well. Trans with their sexy clothing, look at me. I bet your wife doesn't look as good as this, blah, blah. I can turn your husband to swing my way and everything like that. It's boring shit. It's boring shit. And here in Southeast Asia, there's a lot of that rubbish, believe me. Look at me. I'm so sexy. I'm a lady boy. I'm this and that. No, you're actually pathetic. It's a mental illness, I'm afraid. Okay, now, let me tell you something. I did a couple of videos before this. I did a couple of videos last week that actually have been banned from YouTube. One of it was about, I just thought I'd mention this towards the end of this video like I am now. One of the videos was about trans, okay, and what I truly think of this fad, mental illness, okay. So I expressed my opinion, bam, YouTube blocked my video, okay. And another video was about Boy George's song about his allegiance with Jews, and I expressed my true opinion, and YouTube got rid of that as well. So that's two videos, and they said this may affect your monetization, but I don't get monetized, so I don't give a shit. So I thought I'd express my opinion, and I did, and YouTube doesn't like it, okay, because I'm not part of that mentality, the sheep out there. I'm not those sheep that has to agree with everything and make videos. Oh, that was so nice. That was really good. Oh my god, they look so gorgeous. They look so gorgeous in their dresses and their makeup and their nails and oh, stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. No, 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 no. I express my true, honest opinion. Anything otherwise goes against my principles, basically. Okay? And people can abuse me on Facebook, call me a miserable old fart and everything like that. Okay, well, I'm just expressing what mental illness truly is. Okay? My cousin, he's gay. My brother is gay. I have two female cousins that are lesbians. Okay? But they don't carry on like this. They do not carry on like this. Okay? That is something to keep behind closed doors. We don't really want to know about it. Okay? What you do in the privacy of your own home is, of course, your business. Okay? We can't start going into people's bedrooms and monitoring and saying, oh, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that. Okay, that's your privacy behind your locked door. But don't think that we are going to give a shit about it out there in the general public. Okay? A lot of the times it is something to keep to yourself. So I thought I'd make the video about it. So I agree with Pauline. Okay? She doesn't have to like it. That's her prerogative. Okay? There are things that, with regards to her One Nation party, it's kind of like 50-50 with me. Just like any politician, there's some things that I like, I agree with her, but then there's half that I don't agree with her. Now, let me tell you something. If you think that Pauline Hanson is the first ultra-conservative person in politics that expresses their opinion so openly like that, think again. Robert Menzies being Prime Minister for 20 years in Australia, my God, he was an ultra-conservative. He was an ultra-conservative, and what was that other one that was also in Queensland for a long time? Sir Joe Bjelke-Petersen and his wife, Flo Bjelke-Petersen. They were worse than Pauline. Oh my God. They really were. These were ultra-conservatives. My God, at the end of the day, what we have in Parliament these days is nothing. When you'd listen to Parliament Question Time in the 1950s and 60s, which I've seen snippets of it, oh my God. If you think any comments these days are homophobic, they made true, full-on homophobic comments back in those days. Like, really, and they didn't apologise. My God. I'd say the things that they said, but I don't really want this video to be banned. I just want it to come up as normal, okay? But seriously, the anti-gay comments that you've seen in like 1960s, 70s, 80s films and dramas, yeah, they said much worse in the House of Representatives because it was barely filmed inside there back in those days. Of course, in the 1950s, not many television pretty much came out in Australia. In the 60s, not many people had TV. So it's kind of like whatever was said in the House of Representatives stayed in there. Okay, the most grottiest, grubbiest, slanderous things was said in there. Okay, so yeah, that being said, let me tell you something. When it comes to leaders in Australia, we've had much worse super conservatives in the past. Dictators. Okay? Yeah. Okay. I think I might try to get some sleep now.